to your December 2017 Tarotscope by Tinaheals. And if you don't know who I am, please check out my website www.tinaheals.com and read my blog. I write update every day in the form of newsletters, astro newsletters, where I intuit the energies. So I've picked 4 cards for you and 4 weeks, and this is the whole segment each card has, and then the romance reads are separate. Okay, so let's begin with the first week of December, Gemini. This is the Hierophant, which is all about masculine power, leadership, protection, fatherhood, boundaries. But this is for you in reverse. This tells me, Gemini, that there is a loss of authority in your life. Either you have lost your power, or you've given away your power to someone, or someone is misusing their power over you, and in a pretty bad manner. There could be a lack of clarity on your behalf. I see power struggles happening. I don't know why. It just feels very difficult. Okay, the energy, Gemini, as you begin December. We've just begun December. Today is the 2nd. So there's a certain weakness that I sense with this here. Hierophant is about the past, by the way, and is about traditions and authority. It's ironic that the oracle from Osho Zen Tarot that I'm using to clarify these Rider and Waite, this has popped up as clinging to the past. It's pretty self-explanatory, Gemini, that you are obviously bringing in some unhealthy vibes in your life by clinging to the past, where you've lost clarity, you've lost your power to someone or something or a situation. This could even be you manifesting as a martinet or a dictator, and you're just so busy clinging to the past that you do not see beyond it. Okay, the Hierophant, when reverse, is basically disempowerment. Okay, but I want you to understand that when we feel such disillusionment, such a disempowerment, the way to go forward is to now rise up, dust off whatever's there, what's bothering us, and move on. Gemini, you are clinging too much to the past. From the Gita Tarot, I have this friends or enemy card for you, which is quite interesting because this says, for one who has controlled the mind, it is the best of friends, but for one who has failed to do so, it remains the greatest enemy. And Gemini, for you, your ruler Mercury is retrograde, and your karmic journey is actually about communication and your thoughts. So please pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to what's going on within, and do not cling to the past so furiously that you give away your power. Okay, do not do that. This is very powerful from the Francine Heart Sacred Geometry Oracle, and this is, wow, tree vessel. It means not only means a wise friend who could possibly be a tree, but it also means grounding. Means you are not grounded, Gemini. You anyway need help with that. Okay, ground yourself, because when you ground yourself, then you become receptive. I'm putting this moonstone here because this is very powerful as the full moon approaches in Gemini. Please understand that you've got to clear your energy now, your energy field, of all that unwanted, mucky, yucky stuff. Okay, intentions or thoughts or whatever it is. You are a light being, Gemini. Sometimes you forget that in this dualistic world, but please, you've got to ground yourself and offer yourself like a tree and give your positive communication to people and scenarios that really need it. Guide people, Gemini. First week, love oracle, romantic feelings are there for someone, but the Three of Cups popping up tells me that there's a love triangle. There is unfulfilled scenarios that are going on with this romantic feeling that's happening. There could be a third person involved, and whoever's your potential partner is probably not able to discern who to be with. Or it does tell me there's a triple energy involved here. DNA karma. This is about you realizing that your karma is embedded within your DNA. Okay, it's embedded within your DNA. It's like the caduceus, the medical symbolism of the DNA actually. Think of the karmic retributions that can happen when you lose your power or when you become a dictator. And if you're clinging to the past, it can oftentimes make you ungrounded. So that was your first week, and we move on to the second week. It starts up with a reverse card, Three of Wands and compromise. Interesting. We have another trinity here. I told you that I can sense this triple energy that's playing through, and this Three of Wands in reverse, guys, is that you are extremely dejected, and your dreams and your ideas, your thoughts, your concepts have not materialized, and you don't know what to do right now, Gemini. Even going into the second week of December, energies can be challenging for you. Of course, you've had a very volatile time now. You're just there was just a new full moon in your sign at the beginning of this month, so you are now surcharged with lunar electricity. Okay, and this can be quite a challenge to handle if you're not grounding, if you're not doing spiritual practices. You can work with a mentor. Three of Wands in reverse is death of a dream. But are you going to be the phoenix? Are you going to resurrect and allow a new one to blossom? Are you going to be a new you born from these ashes of the past? Because you are clinging on to the past terribly much, Gemini. Compromise. There has to be a compromise within and without, Gemini, in your life. See that very strongly. But this clarifies everything and makes the journey so beautiful. Love and power. I mean, look at that. That is cosmic union, right? And balance. The yin and yang polarities balancing, the heart in the middle like a golden mean, and it's just beautiful. Okay, this, I think, yeah, it's card number 64, I think, yeah. Yeah, I think this is the very last card of this deck. And this sacred geometry oracle deck has only 64 cards, and this complex geometry basically is a prayer that we human beings find balance. We've got to love and live in balance, and this is somewhere lacking, and you've got to find that compromise to get to the state, internal compromise maybe. All right, beautiful Gemini. Second week, romance department, seems to be deception going on. And this is the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying your deception card. Now, what do we have here? Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, of course. And what I sense with this is there is a lack of grounding, definitely. That motif is playing on. But this is these princesses are actually all about new beginnings, exploration, studies, things like that. And Princess of Pentacles in reverse is time off, actually. Time off from everything. but don't make that laziness or fall into patterns of self-sabotage. Gemini, Princess of Pentacles in reverse, can bring financial losses. Nothing major, but but this is a romance read for you, so don't bother too much on that department. Just be mindful in case I say that even more, because deception is here. So you may lose money through dating or something like that. I'm not saying you will. Again, earth magic, grounding. I think Gemini, you have to work with earth, Mother Earth, and fairies. I mean, find your elemental spirit guide. Right, Gemini, we move into the third week of just a second, please.
जल्दी करो भाई, वीडियो कॉल पे जल्दी करो.
Sorry that was long, but let's start up from where we left off. So yeah, this is your third week that I just began discussing. We've got the Two of Wands in reverse, Gemini, and we had the Three of Wands in this for the second week, and now we have the Two of Wands, and with that we have tuning in. Now Wands is fire energy, Gemini, you know that, creative, pulsating fire energy. So when this of course is about could mean a relationship that is extremely challenged, and I get a lot of relationship stuff from your read. So there is a sense of you not realizing your creative potential. Okay, you are not realizing your journey, your growth with this. Okay, so I think you need to turn inwards. All the demons that bother you, they will go away once you turn in. Okay, and this is beautiful, Taurus. This is actually such a gorgeous card that I don't even know what to say. Look at that. Wow. And this is actually the spin of the universe. I think Nassim Haramem is doing a lot of work with the Taurus, then the energy of the Taurus. It's so beautiful, Taurus. Okay, and look at the geometry of it. Okay, it's really gorgeous, and it's magnetic, There's a sense of magnetism with this, Gemini. So you can achieve this. Basically, this card is telling you that there are energy fields of the earth, and you can find connection within to those energy fields. You are disconnected right now. You're feeling hurt. You're feeling abandoned. But you need to understand and explore unconditional love. Even if it's with earth, animals, whatever it is, Gemini, I can sense there is a bit of challenges that are coming your way. In the romance department, in the third week, your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this does not have to be about a different religion. It can even be you not really finding someone who's spiritual enough or really vibes in the same field. This is Ace of Swords here, tells me that whatever needs to go will be cut away, Gemini. So if you're really not in the right relationship, it is not going to stay in your life. Now, especially the full moon brings lunation, brings a particular house and the themes associated with that house. It brings them to light. And this is the oracle for it, perspective. When you look at the Milky Way and you realize we're somewhere out there, and it puts things in perspective. So no matter what is troubling you, something is really troubling you, and it probably has to do with the relationship. You need to turn inwards. Again, perspective is really going to help over here, right? If you have the right perspective and understanding, you are this. This is this. Everything becomes so simple. I know it's just, say, okay, Tina, it's easy to say, but difficult to realize. But just as we can't see these magnetic, energetic fields, they do exist, right? We can't say they don't exist. We know what's quantum entanglement. Gemini, your last week of December is, wow, this is Four of Cups. This actually tells me that there is so much in your life that you are refusing to look at. There's so much beauty, there's so much of blessings in your life, but you just don't want to see it, Gemini. You even have almost like this archetypal hand of God giving you something, but you're just so dejected. And you don't even see all these three cups in front of you. Trinity, mind, body, spirit. And this is the hand of God giving you a new opportunity, Gemini. A new start in the last week of December, if you ask me. And this is ripeness. This is about realizing potential. Okay. Hello, good morning. This is about receiving potential. Okay, about harvesting. Ripeness means your harvest is now ready, Gemini. No need to be so dejected. You have everything in front of you. And here you have your harvest is coming. And look what a beautiful, wow, labyrinth. Don't get lost in the labyrinth. Find your way out of it, Gemini. You have the potentiality. You have the wherewithal to come out of this labyrinth, okay? And don't appear so dejected, right? This is about a spiritual path, and your whole reading actually has been a signifier that you now really tune inwards. Okay, look at this. This is a very ancient design and is found in most cultures actually, and thousands of years old. Now, the geometry of this has been used as a spiritual tool. Even mandalas are created like that, sand mandalas by the Buddhists. And in Hinduism also we have rangolis that look a bit like this. So this basically is this is your journey, your soul journey, Gemini. And just understand that you need to sit in the sacred center and now give thanks for all the gifts you receive, Gemini, because because you are not, thankful for something. You're so dejected and caught up, and this kind of resonates even with this for first week, I think, the clinging to the past. This was quite, and I feel that through the whole reading, Gemini. Sometimes you've just got to sit in that sacred center and just let it be. Count your blessings. The most powerful things to do is just say, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. You have this in the romance department, Gemini. Stay optimistic about your love life. Look, a lot of crap has happened to you in December. Even if it hasn't, I hope it hasn't, but if it has, I want you to know that yes, harvest time is coming. 7 of Pentacles is about harvest, my friend, and it is coming. Your karma, your what's meant to come to you, it is coming. Okay, don't lose touch with yourself for that. Full moon, Gemini, you have a full moon in your sign tomorrow. This concludes your reading. So there is potentiality for anything. The full moon is shining a light on you, Gemini, and on your truths. So enjoy it and experience it. I leave you with this card from the Gita Tarot. Do read my blog. I write daily newsletters, astro newsletters. I also wrote about the Mercury retrograde. I discuss esoteric astrology. So please do join in. Thank you so much for being there. Much love and see you again. Bye-bye.